You have to do so many things to make me say you're the inspiration for my pen. Yeah, write about you. Always late at night when I do, and this is now the state that I'm in. With my guitar, a notebook, and a pen. Why is it so hard to let go of friendships that grow cold? I set a place for you, you never come. This 3-strand cord has whittled down to 1. No, I don't wanna cut it, but I think it's time to let it go. It's time to let it go. The line between us has grown thin. You stand at your end with a rusty tin. My voice whispers quietly within. Did you reply, or was it just the wind? And no, I don't wanna cut it, but I think it's time to let it go. It's time to let it go. No, I don't want to cut it, but I think it's time to let it go. It's time to let you go. No, I don't want to cut it, but I think it's time to let you go. It's time to let you go. No, I don't want to cut it, but I think it's time to let it go. It's time to let you go. And I don't wanna say goodbye. I don't wanna say goodbye. I don't wanna say goodbye. I don't want to say goodbye. Don't wanna say goodbye. Don't wanna say goodbye. Don't wanna say goodbye. Don't wanna say goodbye. I don't wanna say. Thanks. This is a swell evening. I wish I'd come along before.
Here now. It's not always this good shot.
Yeah, I bet it's this awkward. See? He loves it, he loves it.
Always.
Every time.
Oh, it's been a banter, isn't it?
Yo, Bants. Hey, boy, Bants. Tinder ruined it.
I took it out of the paper thin paper.
So this next song is not a song I was going to play, but you know what? Gonna do it. It's real cheesy. It's the happiest sounding song I've ever written. And I dedicate it to my best mate, whose birthday it is today, who has also never been to this night and told me for a fact that she's having the best birthday. Because she's surrounded by all you creative mofos. And I just want to say, like, fucking sick one. All the people who got up and did their poetry, lyrics, proper poetry, you know. Yeah, that was really, really impressive. I'm being serious. That was my sincere thing, yeah. It's really sick and I can't wait to hear the rest. So thanks for having me. And this song is called I Think You Are Amazing. Oh, how fitting. Happy birthday, Billy. When we first met, I had no idea just who you were and what you could do to me. Just what you could do to me. But working together, it didn't take long for me to notice your awkward charm, like the way you push your glasses up on your face. Your eyes, your style, your lips, your smile, the way you argue before you think of what to say. Well, I guess that's just your way. And would it be so bad, would it be so wrong if I told you why I wrote this song? Would it be so bad if I say I think that you are amazing, I think that you are amazing, I think that you are amazing. So I invite you to come see me play. You said I don't think I'm busy that day, and I said, well, okay, that sounds great. And you came up to me after the show. You told me you liked the middle song, but you did not know most of the words were about you. And then you said some things that broke my heart, and you left as quickly as you came in. And if I recall that day, you were late. But I still think you are amazing. I think that 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 you are amazing. But you look right through me. But you look right through me. Oh, 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 but you look right through me. Oh, but you look right through me. But I still think you are amazing. I think that you are amazing. I think that you are amazing. Oh, oh yes, I think that you are amazing. 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 'Cause you're like the sun and I'm like a flower. When you walk by me, you have the power to turn all my petals towards you. Happy birthday, Billy, and have a good night, everyone.
Happy birthday, dear No, it's alright. You speak. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could just hijack a moment just for a sec. So, my wife Annie is here. And our beautiful baby girl Grace. I'm just hanging out with her. And tomorrow is our 16-year anniversary that we've been together. Which is pretty crazy. I wasn't planning on doing anything like this, but I was like, oh my god, everything's so spontaneous. Yeah. So yeah, 16 years together, and 6 of those married. Is that right? No? 7 years married. 7. Holy shit.
And that's where they kept it.
So I wrote this little tune. I hope you guys. It's not really for you, so. Just suffer. I love you longer than forever. Past the borders of my heart. I love you dirtier than money. And brighter than the countless stars. I love you weightless as a feather. Grounded as my feet. I love you far beyond horizons. And hold you closer than the breath in me. 'Cause our love, 'cause our love goes on. 'Cause our love, 'cause our love goes on. Bring our hands together and the circle is complete. Just try to find the seams that separate our real and dream. Reveries and memories are bleeding into one. I love you more than being, and we've only just begun. 'Cause our love, 'cause our love goes on. These melodies are yours and mine to sing to Mama Earth. We'll put on quite a show for all the nothing that it's worth. Surrounded by the silence and the shadows cast by sound, we'll sing our song to guide the lost and mystify the found. 'Cause our love, 'cause our love goes on. When our hearts no longer drum and the blood no longer flows, love eternal, that's our path from now till no tomorrow. And as our song crescendos to its last eternal verse, know that passing over cannot hurt more than our birth. Is our love, is our love goes on. Is our love, is our love goes on. All right, on with the show. Sorry for that very self-indulgent interlude. Hey, everybody. Stop paying attention to these wonderful artists that we booked. Pay attention to my feelings and my story. I'm very apologetic. Stop. What is here, Kegs? We'll discuss that later. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, on with the show. Our next poet is Spencer Barbarous. Please give it up for Spencer.
That was really fucking lovely. And the last 2 people have been very lovely and very uplifting, which is great. I don't usually give it away on the first date. But this poem is actually about getting medicated, and it's way more fun if you fucking know that. It's called Not the Sonnet I Wanted to Write. It's still all much the same, just somewhat less so. No chance of an avalanche if the mountain holds no snow, and now it's always autumn, and even though the clouds are forming, and the wind pushes me towards the bluff, it's just never quite cold enough. In this season, the best action is often the simplest. Go through the motions, tick off the first box on the checklist, sort of like how any 14 lines can be called a sonnet. That is actually 14 lines. I thought about making it 15, because poetry, but, you know. One sec, I've got a drink. Alright, this is a 2-piece bedroom suite. 1. You were drinking gin from a Chinese porcelain teapot, while I was watching the enamelled tin hearts in the window come unstuck. It was 2 nights before the first day of spring, and already rejuvenation was clogging my senses, as though someone else's happiness should come at the cost of my own. I sent you flowers with a card that told a portion of the truth, the published intent to subvert a tragedy, the silent premise to prevent you from forgetting me. Those fragile fuchsia petals, the apparitions of blemishes I left for another lover to find. The paint was coming off the walls, so I applied another coat, but the paint kept flaking anyway. I wrote down all my words and I gave them to you, and you took them and you left. I think about the merits of bare walls. I think, and I want my words back, but at this point, could they be anybody else's? The dedication at the front of the book, definitely not, but I could always tear that page out. Erasures, just another form of admission, yeah, I suppose. All gestures end up wasteful, yeah, I suppose. But maybe some are recyclable. Is it wrong to want for that? I strip the walls bare and paint myself in the corner. I strip myself bare and apply another coat. Why didn't I just memorize my fucking set list? I memorized all the fucking poems. Alright, this is called Combinations of Words. 1. The afternoon in the bedroom window is hubris blue, the inevitability of grey. The paint falls off and flakes and the walls are saying, fuck it, raise it all to the ground and don't rebuild, but I can't. I'm renting. King of the castle, king of nothing. The French have a word for this. The French have words for most things, and they sound better. If you word things differently, they can sound better. Sometimes. 2. There is not a combination of words with which I could convey this sentiment. The moth flicks its body against the glass of the jar, but it can't get out. The tree forces its limbs from within strangling vines, but it can't get out. I pummel my fists against wardrobe doors and castle walls, but I can't seem to get it out. There is a torture in captivity, and in being the captor another kind. Depends on what you're trying to imprison, and where. I've seen men place hands on other men in many different ways. Contact isn't the issue, not always. The connotations of an action are a funny thing, yes, and I find there to be an immense comfort in simple gestures. Flowers for no reason, a kiss goodbye. My mother often said there was no such thing as flowers for no reason. My father brought a bouquet home every week. She must have been passionately loved or frequently betrayed. It depends on how you word it. 4. The castle crumbles in and there are no words to save the walls. The jar smashes beneath the weight of the bricks and there are no words to save the moth. A cardless bouquet of flowers left wilting on the kitchen bench are pressed in the rubble. The futility of a gesture. Yes, sometimes there is something left to say, and other times there is nothing. Not even French words can make it all sound better. I don't write real often, and this is the only one I've written this year, and it's kind of my favourite. You're not meant to have favourites, it's my favourite. It's called Commutable Offences. I have opinions that I know are wrong, that I often like to cover more than the original song, that I think it's okay to start a poem by forcing a couplet, that I want an even exchange rate on eyes. I'm sick of always talking about the way light does whatever the fuck light does. It's boring and it's hammy, and I'm tired. I add it to the list of shit I'm too tired to discuss. Outside the train, a beautiful day illuminates the industrial grey, and now I'm talking about the fucking light again, and speaking in couplets. There's always scenery and it's always whipping by too quickly for me to take in properly, but my eyes will try to focus anyway. Darting forward, dragging back, darting forward again. The train is slowing as we arrive at the next station, where allegory is emblazoned on the signs and seats. And I wonder just how much longer it'll be until this sprawl is entirely overdeveloped. So, because I'm like a masochistic romantic, everything I write has like fucking flowers and memory in it. I'm gonna finish on a poem that sort of sums that up, and it's a fucking couplet. It's called Apology in Stasis. Synthetic lace flowers with petrochemical green leaves, translucent as overexposed memories.
Okay, I don't really have much witty banter after Spencer does his thing, because it's so like nebulously beautiful. It's really hard to come up with something except maybe calling it nebulously beautiful. But that was too referential. I'm sure he's annoyed by that. Anyway, because he thinks a lot. He thinks about words even more than I do. And I think about words a lot. All right. Guess who's next? It's Keggles! Come on! Yay!
That was not my guess. Anyway. It's called The Rising Star. Alright, so well, I just presumed that a bunch of you people would know about the band, so I'm going to do two of the band things as poems. These raps, you know the regime? Huh? Yeah, I just quit, so you say whatever you want. I didn't, I love it. Anyway, so the first two are just like my verses in songs of ours. I don't know, in case you missed it. I'm over being broke and fucking motorless and only turning over just enough so I can cope. I'm cozier than most, I know, there's no doubt, but I've known doubts now like a dwarf in a gnome's house. I've noticed sour tastes in my mouth lately, I replay caving on my daydream daily. These strange keepsakes speak betrayal of that rose bouquet for a 3-day daisy. Ah shit, I guess it is what you make it. Cheated at the game and now she don't want to play no more. I walk around like an eyesore, unsure what my life's for, or if I ought buy 4 tubs of acid and apply for the psych ward. A Leviathan brought chaos in a time fraught, but order was the payoff when I sawed away its life force. I'm quite sure that was just some short straws I've drawn. weird doing that one. I'm so used to having the, like, just like, I go, I'm over being broke, and they go, fuck that! That starts me doing the next bit. Do you know what? I feel more stoned than the first set, and I didn't smoke weed in the tent. Weird. This is my bit of our other song, Cold Calling. Mum. No. My mind is not filled up with the shit that I forgot. I blame pills, nights out, and of course the pot's got my eyes heaps cloudy, my timing's lousy, my vibrant's shrouded, but my vibe, still rowdy. Kind of doubting my ability to pull through at mics Kind of doubting my ability to pull through at mics at a live gig shouting at a mean pill. Can't seem to sit still. It's like this cheap thrills nilled my ability to speak right or seem chill. Not to mention that this peak is a steep hill. My teeth are a sawmill. I'm born with some more skills than talking and yawning at 4 a.m. I'm bored of it, sort of. My jaw's gonna fall off. But that's another night on it. Wonder when I might stop over coffee and Barocca. Coughing while I hock up and scoffing at the product. Going back to bed because I never should have got up. Anyway, that's that. I'm going to check my list too. Me and Spencer, we know our words, but not our order. We are very similar. Here's one I wrote. I pick my nose and keep it. Sickly flow repeater. Speech can eat a D and so can breathe, and I ain't chosen either. I didn't come to see ya. I'm here by accident, lapping up the sacrament, happy as the passionate. I'm like Moses with the tablets, high posing with a couple on a hill chatting sacrilege. Think about it. I'm epidemic if you're ill. If you're deaded, I'm the bill, motherfucker. If it's bulletproof, I'm stabbing it. When I ain't slacking, which is more than often. I cough a phlegmy verse on any day I got before the coffin. It's only dope because I'm talking proper. With fomenters on top, I got cropper showstoppers. I'm blowing nos up, the biggest balloon. I kick tunes infused with my cynical views. Loose grip on the physical, I trip when I move. Hip to the few who digging this like crims with a spoon. Anyway, yeah, thanks. Thank you. That's from a song called Woke, which stands for We Obviously Know Everything. Came up with that one myself. Don't get me wrong, I'm pretty progressive. You know, these are my last two. I dedicate this one to Spencer. Just because it's like sad. As in like the theme. I'm actually trying to solidarity with Spencer, not
Yes, very much
anyway,
so. I feel the solidarity.
Hello. I haven't leaked from the eyes in a while. I've been bottled up. Dry and nihilistic, like I couldn't give a soggy fuck. My problem's the same as anybody in this common rut. I don't know what to offer, and it's obvious I'm often stuck. It's yuck. I'm scoffing when I cough up blood. I ponder onto options as I chop another somber bud. I'm on one every weekend, but the peak is running me into the deep end, and it seems I got a need for blow like bleeding gums. Murphy from The Simpsons. It sucks. Maybe I just need a hug. Lately I've been posting videos to get an ego rub. I didn't know that little posts could lead her up my fickle pump, but business is booming, so come titillate my digi-thumbs. Shucks. It's me that fiends that dreamy grunge. Suffering in silence never vibed, so I just scream the stuff into mics whilst I cigarette a steamy puff. I chuck my phone on silent but won't eye it when it Z's a buzz. I'm everything I said I hate, like spirit monks that brag about the wokest way to meditate. Get it straight. Kegs will cut your head off with a dinner plate and brag about demisers in a stylish type of serenade. Mate, I'm restless on a better day. Sex and pretty strangers is a ghetto way to get away. Pleasure strays, but hey, I'll never say I'd never change, cause severed ties have ended up on every neck I ever taste. There's a second verse, but you should clap now. Just so I can do the chorus in my head. I've been flirting with sobriety. Because my anxiety's a curse I work with nightly, trying to live my life insightfully. A side of me's a fiend for any vice I kinda need. I pop a pinger like a Pringle, stopping just to grind my teeth. Fuck that tie-dye piece. I got nice white sheets stained from bullets that at night I leak. A wayward, crooked little rookie on that nice guy steez, but I could barely get a blessing every time I sneeze. Please. I've become forgetful again. A psychedelic little metro with a schedule to bend, a pleasure to end, a vegetable celery spent. Heavy words sentimental when they're hellishly breathed. Yeah, I fucking said it again. Pointless positive noise anoints the obvious stress. I'm off on my head. Ruckus, turning, tossing in bed. A constant duck of accusations that I'm scoffing the meds. Is staunch. Well, she claimed I was an astronaut because I'd been maiming pages trying to prove that I could rap a thought, grabbing orcs, fading all the way to blackish snort, stack of acid moments with the homies that be lacking form. Sure, this restless heart upon my sleeve on weekdays after weekends lost to LSD and doubled ease, troubled speech encapsulates my lack of faith in subtlety. I'm bumbling through nothingness and function just enough to breathe. No, that was the second verse of the second last song. Poem. Do I have time? Sick. There was not happening. I just got heaps excited. Best thing I've ever written in my life, hands down. I'm so excited, so proud. I know it won't be the best thing forever. This thing right here, bro, I hope you like it as much as me. Shouldn't have said anything. Lost in the forest, unaccosted, tongue and drops a seared with Doc Cropper on the phonics. Tell me nothing, I'm on deaf ears, but they hearing what is honest. I borrow money, but I bet with time. Indebted to these slow jams, begging me to pen a rhyme. I don't dance, I just step aside. Pesticide to these bug-eyed thugs trying to get a rise. There's the line. Cross it if you dare to die. Your vibe's like a tightrope walker who's been scared of heights. I bear insightful insults in pairs of Nikes, stained white tees while I'm staring through these hazy eyes. Ultra slims when I'm rolling up my way to die. I'm scolded by the mates of mine that say I've got a wasted mind. Inhale lines of poison just to make my voice poignant on the stage when I'm getting paid a paper dime to set this place alight. You chase hype like McGregor till this cold Mayweather chills your tethered mic. There's no surrender. I'll step to any known pretender, the dopest ledger going since the Joker, homie, don't offend us. So relentless. Never leave it open-ended. Honed and tempered tongue got you ghosted when I blow my temper. Coast to centre, folks remember my stoic approach to a toasty bender. I sit higher than the eye of God. Spit fire like a warplane, forcing you all to walk it off. Dub K, got that long game sort of plot. I'll staunch a lane changer to an awkward stop. Either way, this seems to be the day to seize. I'm chaining up a rapper like a hippie trying to save the trees. Tripping in the make-believe, ticking off my fake beliefs. Sitting satiated, yet impatient for my steak and cheese.
Oh yeah. Keggles. Now, it behooves me to mention Florentina Pergaleto has been making some wonderful art that's going to be raffled off at the end. So, you know, just get ready for that. After, yeah, what, Dan, are there tickets? No one has a ticket. Dan, another successful, we're gonna... No, it's alright, no. Yeah, it's alright, we'll pick someone. We might not use tickets. Yeah, we will pick someone. What are you laughing about? Yeah. Look, we're a poetry night. Don't laugh at our lack of organisation. You're part of it. Alright. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, with no further ado, we missed him in the first half, but here he is, with extra spice. Please give it up for Mr. Marty Bright.
Hi everybody. Make a noise. Make the noise of your favorite animal.
That's a human.
Oh, it's a human.
Yeah. My favorite animal.
This is my whole set, by the way, just letting you know. Just very crowd interaction. Round of applause for Dave for emceeing everybody. Do a lot of emceeing myself, and it's one of those things that when it's done well, you don't notice. So I think he's done a great job.
Terribly.
That was a compliment, but I think I've tried to do what Keggles do, it's solidarity, and it just sounds like I'm insulting you. It's funny, once it's amplified, it sounds sarcastic. You're like, no, it's gone. Can't catch it, bring it back. Fuck. Just wanted to just check in before I start saying some things that I've written. Looking around the room and seeing some cool people. Loose Leaf was the first event where I ever performed spoken word poetry ever. I used to do only stand-up comedy exclusively, and these guys were nice enough to let me come and do some stuff on the mic back when we were at Mr. Falcons in Glee. That was awesome. And yeah, some other awesome people here that have, just while I'm feeling positive and complimentary, some people here that have, because people say, people rag on Sydney. I'm kind of sick of that shit. I feel like we've got to concentrate on the light, concentrate on the good shit, and then we'll create more of that. So I can already see here, so many people that I can see, like at least half a dozen people that have come to the spoken word night that I run. Peter Rhodes is here, Emma Rose is here, DA, people that are like part of, contributing to the artistic landscape of the city, which is fucking sick. And Baby's here too. You just got heckled by a baby, love it. So what do you do for work? You suck on the... I do that pro bono. Talking shit already. Keggles was talking about tears. I've been crying a bit recently, which is pretty cool. I cry a lot. I don't know if anyone else. Is anyone a big crier? Yes! Who else cried in The Wedding Singer when they were 10?
Yes.
When you were 10?
Oh, when I was 32.
When you were 32. I've been crying a bit recently. I cry. For the first time ever, I cried about, I always, whenever I saw shit happening, stuff happening with Mother Nature and the world and climate change, I was like, fuck, I really care. But it didn't get to here where it should have. And then, it wasn't, I didn't start crying when I'm in the street marching and we're all there together. I was just by myself, just reading an article and just burst into tears like someone I fucking knew was dying. And so that's been coming up for me. And now I'll do some comedy. So actually last weekend I went down about 6 hours down south to a place just past, a place called Verona, fair Verona, but it was just near Bega, Bermagui, and I participated in a San Pedro cactus ceremony, which is, some people laugh, some people woo, some people go, what the fuck is that? Some guy's laughing because he's looking at me, he's like, of course you did, look at you. You're the fucking poster child. Got cactus? Yes, I do. And it was amazing. Yeah, it was really good to connect with nature and connect with some past trauma and shit. But I did actually write some comedy too. Wrote some jokes. So some of the stuff you're about to hear me talk shit about, I either wrote while under the effects of the grandfather, they call him, San Pedro cactus, or ayahuasca, which is the grandmother. So if the jokes are shit, that's my excuse. But yeah, like I said, I've been when you come back to Sydney, we complain while we're here in the traffic and shit. But when you go and you come and you realise you've got community, it's pretty cool. One thing that I noticed as soon as I got back to Sydney was the amount of McDonald's in Sydney. They won't let you rest, right? You see one McDonald's, 2 minutes later, you see another McDonald's. It's like you're dating someone, when you're dating someone really attractive, really successful, but every time you part ways, they just keep texting you, right? Right, you pass one McDonald's, straight away, 2 minutes later, they're like, hi, how you going? Just want to double check that you still remember what we look like, what we taste like. Right? McDonald's should be insecure because they have some rivals now. Right? They got some exotic rivals coming into the food franchises. Ogalo, Portuguese. Guzman Gomez, some Latin flavour. You notice that McDonald's are getting desperate. They're $1 billion corporation, but they're like trying to pull out all the stops. They're like, we'll be open all night. Just come over any time at night. Just come. You want breakfast? You want hash brown at 3 a.m.? We'll make it. We'll do it. You want to play Monopoly? All right, let's do it. It's the actions of an insecure organization. You guys having some drinks? I've kind of cut back my drinking a little bit. I only drink when I fucking drink. I'm one of these people, right? I either don't drink at all, or I say, fuck it, I'm drinking. I'm not one of these article people. You know these people? I've read this article actually. That a glass of wine before bed, it's actually pretty good for your thing. Didn't finish it, but yeah, does it say anywhere in that article about finishing an entire box before bed? I'm not sure that was anywhere in the article. Guilty laugh right there. Getting on the box. And because I give myself a pass for the night when I'm drinking a lot. It's like, fuck it, right? It's like, your body is a temple. But when I drink, my body's a nightclub. I'm hiring it out for the night. As long as everything gets put back where I found it, get your deposit back, all right? That's why I don't do pills anymore, right? Because that is like your body is a nightclub. And fuck, that's the best nightclub ever. It's like Studio 54. There's a disco ball. James Brown's just dropped in. It's fucking confetti falling from the ceiling. Woo! Till the next day, that come down hits. Holy shit. It's like everyone's gone, packed up, gone home. Nightclub's done. And then the cleaner turns up. She's just looking at a shattered chandelier on the ground. Holy shit. Is that my life? Fuck, how am I going to pick that up? That's not a one-man job. I'll call my ex. That's what I want. I had some drugs. Who would have thought it? But, yeah. I had a good day today. I work with kids during the day, it's nearly school holidays, so we're going to be taking them on some excursions soon, which is going to be fun. We get to take them to the wildlife park. There's like a koala wildlife park out in like Pennant Hills or something. We're going to take them there. I remember last time we went, I just like looked at the koalas with such envy, right? I know they've had it tough because they've been hunted, they've been shot, but the ones in the parks, fuck, they got it easy, right? They're just given platter after platter of eucalyptus, right? They're just high as fuck, just like hanging off trees, right? Just getting high on the eucalyptus, just going in and out of consciousness. Every 2 minutes, just like a new Japanese family of Japanese tourists want to take photos with them. They're just like, what? Oh, well, I just woke up like this. But fucking yeah. But yeah, I work with kids, and like it's interesting. You get some different reactions with people, especially like when you're dating, you meet people. Some people are like, oh, you work with kids, like that's, got that paternal instinct, right? But some people want something a bit more, manly. They want something a bit more like something that's got a bit more of like a rep behind it, Like, and I understand. Like, there's one occupation that I think we can all agree, universally, regardless of your preference, regardless of what you're attracted to, is fucking sexy at its core. Firefighters are sexy as shit. Can we agree on that? Yeah. They are fucking brave. They're just like, I had a dinner recently with some of my male friends, right? And like my soccer team, we had like an end of season dinner, right? And the tissue caught fire in the middle of the table, right? I'm sure we've all had the stop, drop, roll. What do you do? 15 guys, not a single guy took care of it. Everyone's like, right? That just made me realize how much of a not like that toxic masculinity, that responsible masculinity, right? Responsible masculinity it takes to stand in front of a raging inferno and just be like, yeah, I fucking got it, mate, don't worry about it. Yeah, get my super soaker, yep. Actually, no, fuck, I'll piss it out, fuck yeah. All I'm saying is, like, there are some jobs that claim, like, some people, when they're in those roles, right, they kind of got the air of like, oh yeah, I'm fucking hot shit. Right? But all I'm saying is, There's no Taracash retail sales assistant calendars. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Firemen. Any firemen here? 5 people? Yeah? Volunteer?
I eat fire.
You eat fire? Fuck yeah. What am I doing up here? Get the fuck up here and eat some fucking... Got some candles? Jesus. So those were the jokes I wrote while I was... Not bad. Trying to translate them. I was like, what the fuck is that? Preschool letters, like a big crayon. It's just a diagram of like a guy on fire. I'm like, what the fuck is that thing? But now comes the seamless transition where I go from doing some funny things to doing some poetry, which I'm assuming you guys are fine with because you've heard some lovely poetry today. And thanks, baby. You've always been there for me, through thick and thin. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sing a song that I wrote, also on the effect of psychedelic plant medicine, and because I'm kind of becoming aware of, there's a bit of, when you come out and you own your spirituality or you own that, you want to be in touch with nature. I understand there's like a bit of, there's a bit of preachiness that comes with it. There's the stereotype of like the preachy vegan and the preachy, yoga instructor and everything like that. And I think it's really important that, for me, it's really important that I don't want to contribute to that. I want everyone to feel like it's so cool that you're on your own journey. No one's coming at you and being like, you gotta fucking be enlightened like me, because I'm not, but I also want to, there's been a long time that I've like censored myself, but so I'm just gonna sing a song, and it's just like so fucking 100% just connected to nature and spiritual in my experience, and feel free to listen and connect with it, and if it's too whoop-de-doo for you, then that's fucking cool too. Hopefully it sounds good, and if it sounds shit and you don't like the words, then fucking peace, love and understanding. You can't. I'm joking. Sorry, baby. You must. All right. Pachamamas flowing through my veins, Pachamamas whispering through the rain, Pachamama speaking with my soul, Pachamama makes the separate whole. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. She holds me, heals me, helps me to reflect. I will honor her, serve and protect. Pachamama helps me understand we're all brothers and sisters of the land. Oh, 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 for millennia by the side of trees we've stood. Now we are emerging from the woods. Our song, it echoes, the beat of drums are heard. We've returned, we are the tribe of birds. Oh, 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 pat your mama, the grandmother. She watches closely, she listens through the leaves. She appears to those who want to believe. She knows no faction, no color, class or creed. Her love is water, this song, it is the seed. Ho, ow, ho, ho, ow, ho, ho, ow, ho, ow, ho, ho, ow, ho, ho, ow, ho, ho, ow, ho. Ho, ha, ho, pat your mama, the grandmother. Pat your mama. Thank you. Happy anniversary and happy birthday to all the people that are celebrating.
Ladies and gentlemen, wow, damn, do people have tickets? Are we ready to do this live art raffle thing? If anyone hasn't got a ticket, the honor system, if anyone doesn't have the ticket, please give one to Billy Rose. It's the honor system, ladies and gentlemen. We know you've all paid, actually. You must have. If you're in this room, give 2 to Jared. He's been a good boy. He's helped us do the sound even. All right. Are we good? Has everyone got a ticket that needs a ticket for the live art raffle? Now, Florentina, do you want to come up and show your lovely thing that you? Oh, I detect that you're like slightly shy, but that's good. That's all right. As long as you don't know, that's all right. You don't have to. A lack of confidence is what stands out. See, look at this beautiful thing that's been made before your eyes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Keggles, do you want to draw this thing? This is a lovely piece of art. So wait. No. It's going to be drawn out. This man's never been to a raffle before. All right, here we go. Go, Keggles, go. What have we got?
Blue, E19.
Oh, damn.
E19. Blue, we got a blue E, E19.
Hey, all right, who's next?
Oh.
Shard, do you want to draw this next one? Shard, can you draw? We'd like to get the artist to draw each one. Keggles.
E19.
Draw.
Oh, wait, we have a winner.
Wait. Do we have a winner? Oh, that's close. We know what numbers look like. Come on. We're poets, all right? We're not idiots. Let's do it. Come on. The anticipation is building. All right, Shard.
E10.
E10. Yay! Come on up and claim your wonderful prize. Come on up. I need you to come up. That's important for the moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, thank you very much. Congratulations to our winner tonight of the lovely art by Florentina. Pergaleto. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is loose leaf literature. This happens once every 2 months. It's a very special thing. So, next time the moon has revolved around us, we've seen 2 full moons, it's about time to come back. Time to love and leave. Big ups for all our performers tonight. Marty Bright, Keegan, big special from Sydney, Shardae, and Spencer, Barbarous, and Florentina Pergaleto, a wonderful live artist. We will see you next time at Loose Leaf Literature in 2 months' time. Big love and kisses. See you next time.